In this video, we're going to look at 4 great tips to help the average guy enjoy successful outcomes from casual dates with women. Although the video is particularly relevant to men who find shyness and social anxiety their biggest obstacles, there is plenty of material here that will be useful to practically any male who is looking to hook up and score regularly with women. If you are shy, you probably find it hard to understand how other guys are able to hit it off with women almost as soon as they meet them. What you might not have noticed is that when these sort of guys are talking to women, they converse in the same relaxed way that you do when you're talking to a lifelong friend. Shy guys converse with women in the reserved manner that they use for talking to strangers. But this only creates an atmosphere of awkwardness, and the woman on the receiving end is likely to feel her own self-confidence taking a dip, and her interest in the date progressing will start to wane. Her body language will reveal the negativity she is experiencing, and this in turn will feed back to you, creating a vicious circle that you cannot break out of. So, on your next date, try jumping into a mode of conversation that you would normally only use for someone that you've known all your life. You'll be pleasantly surprised how the feeling spirals and soon creates a warm, intimate atmosphere. Shy people get incredibly anxious about conversation pauses or drying up altogether. If this bothers you, it's because you haven't noticed that conversations always need time to warm up. When people are strangers to one another, it's not unusual for conversations to stay quite cold and fragmented for even as long as the first 15 minutes or more. What you need to accept is that even on a casual sex date, people warm to one another slowly as the conversation gains momentum. But momentum cannot build if it's not allowed to. Shy guys who worry about not getting a warm flowing conversation right from the outset attribute the conversation's coolness to the things they're saying. This makes them respond by pausing or running out of words. Exactly the opposite is needed. Keep talking and the conversation keeps flowing. The effect of this is that your date is given the time she needs to warm up. It's all too easy to turn what should be a fun chat-up conversation into a series of questions that would befit an employer interviewing for a job vacancy. A steady stream of questions, including anything from what sort of music you like to have you got any hobbies, totally ruins the chances of a warm toing and froing of flirtatious banter ever getting underway. There is no point in trying to act cool. Appearing cool feels so important to most men, they try to act cool even when they're not cool by nature. As a result, they freeze up and get the really important things all wrong. The women you will meet up with for sex dates are not out looking for coolness, they're out looking for fun and for sex. The most important thing of all is to just be yourself. For most men, this is nearly the opposite of being cool. So on your next sex date, relax, be yourself, and look for some humour in everything. The art of making relaxed conversation is an essential dating skill that even the shyest of people can learn. But before you can get down to putting these tips into practice, you need to find a source of really hot dating prospects. Check out our website at adultpartyplace.com, where you will find the hottest sex contacts for one-to-one sex, threesomes, swinger party sex, and just about every other fantasy you've ever had. Join for free today and start living the dream.